Buenas, ¿cómo están? Tengo el placer en este momento de estar aquí con el señor Joe Occello. Él es el director de la parte mecánica de la asociación AASP de New Jersey y también del AASP en los Estados Unidos. Yo soy parte de esa asociación, so bienvenido, Mr. Joe Occello. How are you today?
I'm well, Adele. Thank you again for this invitation. It's always such a pleasure to spend time with you and challenge ourselves with our ideas.
Yes, because as you know, in our industry, things can be different depending on who you are and what part of the industry. But one thing I've known, and it's a fact, is that you're making a very big movement at the moment with the AASP Association here in New Jersey. How long has it been now part of the AASP New Jersey, that mechanical sector?
We started in June of last year, and it's taken off really well, supporting a lot of the small business people out there. Not only the ones that are in business, but also the ones that are considering going into business.
What can you offer to them as far as advice or direction of why they need the association and why they need to be part of the association, especially now that mechanical came on board, because that's a major key player right now in our inner cities.
I find that there's so many different cultures coming into our industry, and they're so talented, but they're lost. Not all of them, but many of them, because they just don't have the help to find out the areas that they need some advice in, some mentorship in, and things like that. But, you know, AASP is the oldest organization in New Jersey that
How long has it been around?
It's around 70 years, I believe.
Wow.
So they've been around a long time, and they had a mechanical division at one time, and then they kind of just steered back towards the body shop side. And I had the opportunity to come across and help with the mechanical division side. You know, I bring a lot of years of experience in the business. I grew up in it. You know, my dad started in 1947, and as a little kid, I can remember being so little that he would sit me up on top of the workbenches and, you know, show me how to do this, show me how to do that.
Well, as we were talking, I realized that you are, as I say, you're in my neck of the woods, which I'm from Newark, and you're from Newark, but you were in Kearney for so many years.
Yes. My whole family started off in Kearney, actually, when they came into this country as immigrants from Italy. They settled in Kearney because there were opportunities there. There were factories, there were jobs, and there was family there. There was already some family there. So that was the beginning of us. You know, 3 generations we spent in Kearney. I was the first one to move out in 1984 when my first son was born.
Tengan en mente que cuando nosotros venimos de nuestros países tenemos la misma historia que el señor Occello. Nosotros venimos de nuestros países, llegamos acá y hasta lo mejor ustedes están haciendo esto en sus países y ahora están en un taller, son dueños de un taller. El apoyo que esa asociación le da a alguien como yo o como usted es grande. Cuando yo me enteré que el señor Occello se hizo parte de la mecánica del sector del AASP, fue un momento muy agradable. Le explico el porqué. Porque even though I am in auto body, even in auto body, you have to know your mechanical side of the vehicle.
Absolutely.
And you have to be aware of it and what the association does and has done for me and what has done now that you're on board is be able to guide us with the proper knowledge of being able to do the proper repair. And one thing that I'm telling my communities out there is that the same story that you just told, we also are going through it and we've gone through it. Our parents have been immigrants and we've come here to become better and to be able to have our own business or work for a business. So that is one of the main reasons why I want them to know that joining the AASP of New Jersey and being able to meet you and having you in their locations is key. So how can they reach you?
They can reach me on the AASP website, of course. They can reach me at Joe Occello at aaspnj.org, or they can call me on my phone.
And what would that be?
386-314-6349. And I always tell everybody that I meet, it doesn't matter what time you call me. I shut my phone off at 10 o'clock at night, but it's on because we're busy during the day.
That's right.
People are very busy during the day, and sometimes they don't have the time, or the thought comes to them when they do have the time to think. And they say, oh, gee, I got to ask Joe a question. And they call. And I don't have any problem with that at all.
When I tell you that's true, that's true. Most of the time, Mr. Occello's calling me, and I'm not picking up my phone, and then I'm calling him, and he's calling me back at late at night. Please make sure no phone calls after 10, but just know that he's always going to be there for you. And the association itself, and now having the mechanical sector, I know is going to engage others to be part of our industry.
Yes.
For someone like myself that did not come from this industry, and now knowing that there's so much youth out there that the world itself is going to blue collar industries like plumbing, electrician, What would you tell them, or what can you tell them to engage them to want to try our industry?
Well, I always say, if you like cars, whether you just like fast cars, muscle cars, whatever you like, trucks, whatever you like, there's an open opportunity out there, and you don't have to be a mechanic to come into our industry.
True.
We have service writers, we have estimators, and you can come in and try that, see if you like that. Listen, in my years of business, which is almost 50 years I put into this industry, I had hired people from McDonald's, and they came and they started off working as a lube tech. Next thing you know, they're a master technician, because they found that they loved what they did. They loved working with their hands. They loved the knowledge of it. And when they got done, they accomplished something. It was a finished product. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from or what you're looking for. Try it. And that goes for any trade out there. Just try it. You never know where your niche is. When I was a kid, of course, I went to school and high school and all those good things. Because I was with my father all the time, my interest was...
You already were engaged into this actual industry.
Yes. So I got by. I wasn't a bad student, but I got by because that wasn't where my interest was. But the good part about it was I was able to start the mechanical shop in my high school when the state gave some grant money. And I had been taking so many shops and classes that my shop teachers came to me and said, could you please help us set up an auto shop? It was a highlight of my life, and then I got to work with the kids because they really didn't have instructors at the time. They had a guy who was a print shop teacher, and he's asking me questions. Can you come down to the shop?
Can you come and help me out for a little bit?
Yeah, and you know what the best part was? Maybe I got to have an English class, or maybe I got to have a math class, or whatever it was. So I got to spend some time doing what I wanted to do.
No,
so it was
amazing.
fun. But yeah, there's so much opportunity in this industry that you don't know where you're going to fit in.
Our industry overall is so untouched.
Yes.
Even though it's touched, because keep in mind, everyone drives a vehicle, and the majority of humans overall in the world have one. And there's so many areas to be able to repair them. But I could tell you from my own experience, and please tell me if I'm wrong, if you are an owner or a manager, or you're just an employee within the automotive industry at this time, calling the AASP of New Jersey, finding out how you could become a member, finding out the packages. If you're an owner, you don't know the perks that you're missing. They have a whole program behind us. They have a whole rebate program whereby using the supplies that you actually buy every day, because you have to anyway, you're able to get your rebates every quarter or every year directly from the programs that they hold. And you're able to get legal advice.
Yes.
You're able to get credit card transactions and not pay for your fees. Titanium, they're part of the AASP. And then you have World Insurance.
Yes.
That once you start becoming OEM certified, they also give you your VIP treatment to make sure that you understand your policies that most owners, like myself at one point, did not understand, and now I do because of them. So are they able to join and call to want to know and get the knowledge to be able to become a member?
Yes, all they have to do is, like I said, call, look on the website, call me. I can forward, emails to anybody that's maybe interested. I always use the example of don't be on an island by yourself. There's so much knowledge within AASP, not just myself, but there's so much knowledge. And there's so many fellas out there, men and women,
Yes.
that are willing to mentor and help you. My biggest goal at this stage of my life is to try to help people not to make the same mistakes that I made. I already experienced them. They were great learning experiences. But if you can avoid doing that, why not? Especially when you got such a large group to feed off of to help you.
They're amazing. I'll be honest with you. The amount of knowledge that I think I've gotten, and there's more than 200 members
Close
already.
to 300.
And I've been in a room with all of them, and we all have our own opinions. We all troubleshoot and speak about it, but then we work as a unit.
Yes.
And just know something, if you're a body shop owner at the moment, and I think I've experienced this, and you have those doubts of how to combat those day-to-day challenges, when I get into the room with all the members and they're all speaking, I take a little grain of that salt and I bring it back to my shop, and it's refreshing.
Exactly.
So perfect. Let's make this happen together. Let's do it as a unit. If you're out there right now, please know, call, find out what you can not get for free, but joining them is amazing. You don't know what you're missing out. Trust me, I second year, not my first, second. I think it's a great association overall.
Yes, it is. There's just so much opportunity out there. And today, in our world that we're in today, it's tough surviving out there. Expenses all around the board. And there are so many programs out there that can save you so much money and stop you from making those mistakes. Because they've already been tested. We at AASP make sure that our benefit partners are screened, and we keep in touch with them all the time. And we look at our members as well. How did it work out for you? Because if it's not working out for you, myself, I want to know why. Because I'm not going to promote somebody or put someone in front of one of our members that isn't doing the job right.
Right now, what we're driving our computers. And when I have to troubleshoot a situation, I'm calling one of my AASP managers or owners that are within the association that have more knowledge than me. What better than to be able to pick up the phone and connect with someone that could teach you the right way, because they're doing it the right way.
Exactly. And you know what, Adele, too? Think about this. How many times have they already experienced that problem? It's at the tip of their tongue. How much time you can save. And let's face it, time is money. So if somebody can tell you right off the bat, now you're going down the wrong rabbit hole, this is where you got to go. In a phone call, how do you put a price tag on that?
There is not. That's priceless.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming to Casa Driven and / Copland. And for everyone up there, todos que están allá afuera en este momento, que somos latinos, que estamos queriendo tener o tienen su taller de mecánica, chapistería. Lo estoy diciendo porque nosotros todos arreglamos un carro, a donde una familia está detrás de ese carro. So, piensen en el carro que ustedes están entregando y piensen en la persona que está detrás de ese timón. Tengan en mente que ellos están aquí. Se llaman el AASP de New Jersey. Soy parte de ellos. Lo hago porque yo entiendo que lo que uno no sabe, no lo sabe. Busquen al señor Joe Occello, y si tienen cualquier pregunta y tienen que comunicarse con él, y nos pueden encontrar en Instagram. Para aquí estoy para poder conectarlos. Thank you again. It's been a pleasure. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima.